This video is designed to help you with your 8 checkoff, exercise 57 in the Red Book, titled Theme from Symphony No. 1 by Brahms. There are 2 things that we've added with this checkoff. The first is a pickup note. If you look at the very beginning of the piece, you'll see that there's a quarter note followed by a bar line, but we're in 4/4 time. That quarter note doesn't take up 4 beats because it's a quarter note, but you still have 4 beats in a measure. So because it's only 1 beat, it's going to start on beat 4. So when you count it off, you're going to breathe on count 3. So you'll count 1, 2, breathe, play the C. Okay? And then the C will last for 1 beat, and then you move on to the F. If you look at the very end of the piece, you'll notice that the last measure only has 3 beats in it. That's to make up for that pickup note. So if you were to add the pickup note into that measure, that would make 4 beats in a measure in 4/4 time. The next thing that we've added are slurs. Slurs are very similar to ties. Ties, though, go from 1 note to the same pitched note. So if you look in measure 4, you'll see a tie between 2 G's, a half note G and a quarter note G. If you're wondering which one is measure 4, count the first full measure, 2, 3, 4. We don't count the measure of the pickup when we're counting measures because it's only part of a measure. Now you'll see a slur in the first full measure, starting on the half note F. The slur goes from F to E to F. Just like with ties, you're only going to tongue the first note, and then you're going to move your fingers through the next 2 notes. I'll demonstrate. So you heard that I just moved my fingers. I didn't tongue when I went from the E to the F again. The other thing that I played was the correct rhythms. Make sure that even when it's slurred that you're still holding a half note for 2 counts, you're still holding the quarter notes for 1 beat. I'll play it again to demonstrate. I have my metronome set to 70. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look through the whole piece, and I'm just going to tongue at the beginning of every slur and every tie so that my tongue can get used to it with my fingers moving at the right time. When I tongue, I'm going to say the. Here we go. 1, 2, the, and then I'm done. And what you'll notice is I still kept the right rhythm even though my tonguing was different. If you have a hard time tonguing through it the right way and also keeping the proper rhythm, I highly recommend you try practicing it without the slurs. So I'll play the first measure again without the slurs. And once I feel comfortable playing the half note followed by 2 quarter notes, then I'll just try to do it without tonguing the quarter notes. Okay. All right, I'm going to play through the whole thing for you. And we've got a breath mark after the tie in the 4th full measure. And then the rest of it should be, it's the first 4 measures and the last 4 measures are pretty similar. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2. If you need to breathe more often than I did, I took a breath only at the breath mark, then that's okay. Just find an appropriate place to breathe that's not in the middle of a slur.